What's up, everybody? Corey here. We dropping knowledge yet again, and this time is going to be not really a tech review, but really just something to kind of. I feel like it'll sort of help put somebody on, right? So today I'm gonna be talking about how I used the Zoom H8 portable recorder to record my show at the Motor House. This thing, man, this thing is like really helpful. Uh, if you want to start getting better quality recordings, like instead of just using your phone, you kind of want to take it a step up. Um, this was really helpful, man. It was great. It's really awesome. Um, it got uh 8 inputs. So and I'll post the link to the link to the direct product in the description. I got it from Zzounds. Shout out to Zzounds. If y'all want to sponsor your boy, that'd be cool. But yeah, we got inputs, right? So we got um XLR, XLR and instrument input, quarter inch, and then another XLR, and it's the same thing. Um, Sorry for the lighting. It's the same thing. There you go. It's the same thing on this side, but at the top, this is like a module. So these are like a stereo pair to where you can use these two to have two extra inputs to record. Like I use this for like ambience, to record the crowd reactions and stuff like that. It was real cool. But another thing that makes this like really cool, you can pop, well not pop, you don't want to pop it off, but you take it off, and I got both of them. Like I can't exactly remember which one was sold separately. I believe this one, the stereo pair, it came with the Zoom, with the recorder. But yeah, this one, if you want to have two extra inputs, uh, you know, you could purchase this separately. I think it was like was it an extra 60 $80? I can't remember. It was somewhere in that range. It wasn't nothing crazy though. But you can add two extra inputs, which I did to you know, put it all together. So uh long story short, um, I recorded uh I was working with two of my friends that's musicians, like it was a small show, which was cool, but I kind of wanted to take it a step further and have a band with me. So I was playing, I was rapping and playing the keys at the same time. Uh and I had my drummer and the second keyboard slash key bass with me. And what I'll actually show y'all is the stage plot, so y'all can kind of get an understanding of how I connected everything. Not yet. Here we go. So pretty much, man, I had everything um going into this. So as you can see, uh I also recorded it. I had the video and things like that. So for my people that's not really into cameras, y'all don't have to worry about this. But this was like for myself. This is what I made right here for myself. Um, but I'll just focus on the audio, since I know that's what we're here for. So, to start from the beginning, uh I had a mic that is actually an older model of like the Zoom, company, the Zoom H2 portable mic. I used that for the most part as ambience. I need to correct myself. I didn't. I use these as well for ambience, but mainly the Zoom H2 and some of the audio from the camera and sort of blended it when I went to go edit the video. But I had that. That was cool. Actually, let me show you real quick because I got it. I got it right here. So this, man, my dad gave me this. I can't see y'all. I'm sorry. There you go. My dad gave me this when I was like 10, and it still work. It's, man, this little thing right here is great too. You know, this is like old, you know, but I always kept this, man. You never know what you can use, you know, with this. But this is what I used for the crowd ambience as well as the capsules on the Zoom. So after that, you know, that was the easy part. I could just click that and let that go. So I was in the front. You know, I had my Roland FPE 50, and then I connected two 1/4-inch cables to, you know, my inputs. I'm sorry. I used this to connect it into here for my first two channels, so I can have like a stereo signal. As well as I had a SM58 for my lead, for my vocals and things like that. So I was sitting down, and well, no, I was standing up, but this is just for a reference. I was standing up, and I had my mic stand and everything, like all the audio equipment I had to bring and things like that, you know, and stuff. So I had it all going into here. So I had 3 channels from me, you know, going into the Zoom. My friend Mirto, who's my backup keyboardist and key bass, he had an amp. So instead of me having to hook him up, like, you know, have like fill up my channels, pretty much we just actually went from his keyboard, his amp, the signal from going into his amp into the Zoom. So that was one channel that's all I had to use. And my friend Rashawn, the drummer, this very mic that I'm recording, I actually used it to, you know, record the drums. So what I did was I took the mic and I put it like in between the snare and, like, I can't remember, was it Tom 1 or Tom 3? Because I you know, I don't have many microphones and stuff like that, so I just had to tuck it and tuck it to the side and things like that, and just to get a good sound. And it got a pretty good sound, man. Like, I had to do a lot of research on like how to get a good sound with just one microphone, because, you know, I wasn't about to buy no whole you know, no whole drum kit and stuff like that, and all that, you know. So, but it was cool. It got a really good sound, man. Like, once I show y'all a little bit of the audio, and, you know, once y'all go back and check the video out of my performance, you'll be able to really see, like, oh yeah, this was decent, you know. But yeah, man, this thing right here, very, very worth it. Very worth it. It is, let's see if I can actually pull it up for y'all real quick. So the price of the Zoom is $399.99 at the time of recording this video, and I got it off of Zzounds, you know. So I actually got the I got the open box. No, I didn't. I got the open box very good. That's what I got, you know, but it's great, man. You know, as you can see, this is like the interface. It is, you do run it off of 4 AA batteries, which was a little like, you know, 2024 at the time. I would have felt better about it, you know, where you can just connect it, you know, plug it up and let it charge versus having it. But I guess you could get chargeable batteries, but you know, the battery thing was a little iffy for me. But you know, it's a great machine, man. It's a great machine. You got your inputs right here, line out, so you know you could hook this up to like the overall stereo signal of the master signal of a mixer and have it running in here. You got your headphone monitor, play, and you can like really essentially use this as like an interface in itself. You know, I haven't really used it a lot since then because you know I haven't been performing like that as much, but you know it's great, man. You know, see, we got that going. You know, it's great, man. Like if you trying to start recording your sessions and you know even rehearsals. I use this to record a rehearsal, a couple of our rehearsals before the show, you know, just to test it out. I would recommend it. I would recommend getting this. You know, it's great. It's great. So, with that being said, we are going to check out what we have all been waiting on, which is the audio. So, I pulled all and as you can see, this is another great thing, right? You can separate the audio. You know, I will hope you can do that for this being $400. That's pretty much about the same price as a good, like, almost budget interface, you know. But I got my vocals, piano left, piano right. I didn't name it right, but you know, it's piano left and piano right. I got my friend Mirto on the keys and the key bass all running through one channel and the drums. So, yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and play it, and yeah, let's do it. Just like somebody yelling at you in a different language. You may not understand it, but the anger's very real. I'm feeling frustrated, want more out of my life. Sometimes I wanna find a quiet place just to heal. I know I'm being hard on myself, yes I know. People say I need to give myself more credit. Complaining a lot, but never changing, that's what it seems. I'm the only one that's thinking the absolute worst of me. Please don't, please don't, please don't doubt me. 'Cause I got room to grow. Yeah. Please don't count me out. 'Cause I got room to grow. Yeah, like, I'm really proud of them drums. I ain't even gonna lie. All that off of one mic. You see? To do that for my health. Need to give myself some time. Don't need to work to the bone, barely no sleep. It's okay to relax. Busy all the time, always on the go. Sometimes you gotta ask, is it worth it? Is it worth your sanity? It'll add up eventually. I try to take it one day at a time. There's a difference between working hard and needless grind. There's a difference between being patient and wasting time. Let's go. What? Yeah. Please don't doubt me. right. I ain't gonna give it all to y'all at once, cause y'all can go back and watch the performance and things like that. But but yeah, man. I think the only thing is I do notice, and I do feel like part of it was user error, cause um you know how it go when you at like venues and stuff, and you might not have that much time to you know sound check like you really wanted to, um and things like that. But I do notice the preamps, like the inputs and stuff, they do run a little hot. Like it was times where I thought my keyboard was like a little too low. And but then it's like it, I press on it and it clips and stuff like that. But like I said, part of that is it definitely could be like user error. I'm open enough to admit that, but that is something that I did notice. Like they a little like hot a little bit. So just watch the levels and stuff like that if you do get them. If you do get this, but yeah, man. Like if I had to say just how useful and just to rate it, I give it like a strong man, an 8, man, just for what it is, and the price, 400 for the amount of inputs and just the capabilities. Like, I turn this joint on. Okay, my battery's dead, but you know, I give it a strong 8 just for what it is. It's this is like having a portable engineer, at the palm of your hands for real. Um, just until you can uh afford to have your own sound person, or if the person at your venue that you're going to, the sound is decent. But this is great for recording and being able to take this stuff home and mix it and record it. And you can uh release live versions of your songs just because you have something like this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I say just check into it. And they got other brands like that, like Tascam has one, but they a little. I feel like they a little pricier because it is a Tascam. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got this, because this was more in my price range. But but yeah, man. I just wanted to just share the knowledge and stuff, and just show y'all how I was able to pull it off. I been was supposed to do it, but you know how life and times and stuff be, man. I got 2 jobs, man, so I'm really just starting to get the hang of this YouTube stuff again anyway. But yeah, let me know if y'all have any questions. Feel free to drop them in the comments. Email me. If you want me to make another video more in depth about this and how I navigated the interface, that's cool. Whatever y'all want to know, man. So, yeah, I hope y'all have a good day. If y'all on the East Coast, stay safe in this storm. It seems like we always getting hit with storms. I heard it's supposed to rain and thunderstorm and tornadoes up and down the East Coast. That climate change, man. Climate change, man. I'm telling you. But yeah. So peace out. Have a great one, and yeah, see y'all on the next one. Peace.